faith is our flag, the cross is our courage, your word is our way. Through wars and rumors of wars, still you are sovereign, still you are Lord, above the confusion, your covenant stands. You have not for a moment abandoned your promise to save, and you will not for a moment withdraw your hand. For our God is ever almighty, He's ever almighty to save. Yes, our God is ever almighty, He's ever almighty always. Here and now, stone upon stone, a house you are building, a people your own, your kingdom unshaken, your church lives alive. Now it's one with hearts on the flame, all our devotion to your great name, exalted forever. Lord Jesus, you reign. We will not for a moment forget your promise to save, and we will not for a moment withhold your praise. For our God is ever almighty, He's ever almighty to save. Yes, our God is ever almighty, He's ever almighty always. Fear doesn't get to sit on your throne. No, you won't share your glory. All the praise is yours alone are worthy, worthy. No, fear doesn't get to sit on your throne. No, you won't share your glory. All the praise is yours alone. You are worthy, worthy as the Lamb. Our God is ever almighty, He's ever almighty to save. Our God is ever almighty, He's ever almighty always. Our God is ever almighty, He's ever almighty to save. Yes, our God is ever almighty, He's ever almighty always.
Guys, what a great job. Mel, incredible vocal.
Thanks.
Such an amazing song. First time I heard this, I thought, man, this is such a church song because it's so easy. Like by the first time I heard it, second chorus through, I'm singing along, I'm there, and then I got to the bridge and it pretty much just slayed me, and I was incapacitated for a little bit while I wrestled through that theological. But
That's great.
I'll start with you, Mel. Just talk about the song a little bit, and you carry this song so powerfully, and it's such a great message.
Yeah. Well, I'll let these guys talk in a minute because they were part of writing it. But for me, it's such a perfect song for today. I think, because of, you just look around and what we're walking through. And I mean, you can wake up in the middle of the night, turn over in the morning, you look at your phone, you have 7 or 8, notifications about horrible things that are happening in our world. But what I think this song really says is, we have a firm foundation, and no matter what's going on around us, we know that not for 1 second has God forsaken us, or has he forgotten us, or he will not abandon us, but we know that his promises are true. And so to me, that's exactly what this song is. It's saying no matter what's going on, I know that I can trust God because he is faithful and he is true, and so that hit me when I heard, like you, when I heard the bridge for the first time. I was like, oh my word, this is so true, because we can let that anxiety, that fear, that we can let that rule and sit there when nothing else deserves that but God. So I don't know, Christian and Brett want to talk about, where it came from. And
well, so we flew out, Brett and I flew out to write for a few days with Brooke and Scott Lidgertwood, and this was the first thing we wrote that first day we were there. And I think it was in a season, a time in our country and in the world where it really felt like that. Like every day, several times a day, you're seeing a headline or a story breaking that was heartbreaking, and you just can't believe this is the world we live in, and yeah, the tendency is to go, it fill up with fear, But yeah, this song was sort of our stake in the ground, kind of our defiant, like, no, we are followers of Jesus. We have a God who loves us and who is sovereign and in control right now. And so I think it's a good song to kind of put out there in the time we're in, for sure. Yeah,
and I think it hits every age. I mean, you guys, of course, you guys led it at Passion. There's a lot of college students out there, but it really doesn't matter what age you're. I mean, I think we're all susceptible to the lies and fear, and that's why it feels like such a timeless message. Is no matter who you are, what season of life you're in. This is a song that you need to remind you need to preach to yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. Yourself. Wasn't it amazing about God that he's so big and glorious that, like, not even our fears and anxiety, though they're very real and though we have real things that we wrestle with and struggle with, but to, like Christian said, put a stake in the ground to say, you know what? No, I trust and I believe in a God who's much bigger than that. And that's what the scripture says in Isaiah, that he is God and he will not share his glory with another. So I just think even in our conversation, even in our discussion, the things that we're putting out of our heart and in our mouth, that it's like, no, God will not share his glory with anything that's less than himself. And that's so powerful to say. And I know for me, when I begin to confess that and to declare that, it lifts my faith and it lifts my eyes up out of all of the crazy that seems to be going on around us. And all of a sudden, I see a lot more clearly.
Right.
Yeah. Wow. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Man, walk us through what you're playing on this song.
Totally. We're in the key of F, and I'm playing in like E shapes on this song. So the verse, the first half of the verse, it goes like a 6 chord to a 4 to a 1 to a 5, and then that little pre-chorus section that starts on the 4 to the 6 to the 1 and then to the 5. And then as you get down into the chorus, it's real simple. It just goes to the 1 to the 6 to the 4 and then back to the 1. And then we get to this bridge, that moment of defiance. We just go to the 4 chord. It's just the walk up to the 5, then to the 6, and then back down to the 1. And then, it's pretty much the song. Yeah.
It's really powerful, guys. Thanks so much for sharing it with us.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Thanks.
Yes, I got